coolness, right? So it kind of creates this powerful image of this individual inmate of Jahannam who is going through this. لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا. Now imagine that this is like the bare minimum kind of thing that's being mentioned here. Food is not being mentioned or anything like that. This is like when a person is going to die, you can stay without food for days, but you can't stay without drink for days. Okay, so the coolness, the heat, you can understand through this, and the thirst, intense thirst. So like I said earlier on, you can also have hidden over here, you can say ذوقا بردا لا يذوقون فيها ذوقا بردا, that their tastes, they won't be able to taste coolness anymore, right? So they're going to lose the ability to be able to taste coolness. Maybe that's the way their bodies are going to be designed, maybe it's the circumstances, Allah knows best. Anyway, so here you have a very powerful, few words here, but they create a powerful image in the mind. Illa, it means exemption, so except, right? Except. Now, if I say to you, they will not taste any coldness nor drink except, and then you're going to be thinking, oh, at least they're going to have this. It's like the but, right? They're not going to have any pleasure in Jahannam except, but, and then you're thinking, oh, at least they're going to have this. So think of that, okay? Keep that in your mind. So anyway, so this exemption that's mentioned over here, this exemption is used very frequently in the Quran, but this is actually what we call a dham yushbihul madh. Yeah, a dham yushbihul madh, meaning this is something which is a dispraise, and it looks as though you're praising them. So it's something negative, and it's in the form as though you're saying something positive out of it. Yeah, so it's Surah al-Dham, Surah al-Madh, ولكن حقيقته الذم. Right, so it's as though I'm saying this, that they will have no pleasure in Jahannam except. So the sentence structure is as though I'm saying to you something positive is going to come now, right? But in reality, this is not. Like if I said to you this, these guys are going to go to prison. They're going to have no pleasure in prison except eating cold food, right? Or these people are going prison. They're going to have no pleasure in prison, no luxury in prison, except for dead rats. So when I said that, it was like making it worse now. So by using this kind of a sentence, right? Adham ma yushbihu al-madh, right? This actually creates more power. You feel more sorry for them. Yeah, you feel inside, no luxury for them of drinking, no luxury of coolness for them, and on top of that, they're going to have something worse. Now, what are they going to have? I hope that makes sense, right? I hope that makes sense, because this, what I want to do, I want to try to clarify it for you guys in your minds of how these sentence structures work in Arabic. Okay, so hamiman wa ghassaqan, 2 words, and it's a very interesting thing. Throughout this chapter, we find things are being mentioned in pairs, right? It's like we mentioned earlier on, the azwaja concept. Things are mentioned in groups and pairs. So the hamiman wa ghassaqan. So hamim is hot water, you can say, maybe in boiling hot water, right? And ghassaq is body fluid, right? So body fluids, pus and all of that serum, it's called ghassaq. So they're going to have no pleasure in Jahannam, nothing pleasurable to drink except for extremely hot water and body fluids, right? Look how disgusting that is now. Now, obviously, these people are going to be so thirsty and so, exhausted that they will drink anything. So imagine that. So, you want to save yourself from this, and it creates this evil image in your mind that you want to protect yourself from. So, bardan is actually the opposite or loose opposite, we can say, of hamim. Right? The opposite of hamim would be ma barid, right? But the bard over here and hamim is a very like a loose opposite. And the sharab and the ghassaq. So sharab is a drink, although ghassaq is not a form of drink. It doesn't fall under the normal categories of drinks that people drink. But ghassaq is something which, obviously, for them, it's going to be, a makeshift drink, right? It's a makeshift drink that they're going to have. The people of luxury in Jannah will be drinking, pure drinks, beverages, and the people of Jahannam will be drinking, things that you never imagined people would ever drink. So this is like the opposite, the contrast that's being made over here. Okay, so you have this, shift, right, from one bard to hamim, sharab to ghassaq. Okay, so you have this, And this is what we call laf nashr murattab, right? So laf nashr murattab, which means, when you have like a sentence and you mention several things and then you say respectively, right? So you say, I saw Zaid, Khalid and Fatima in the shop, car and school. Yeah, so Zaid was in the shop, Khalid was in the car, Fatima was in the school, right? So this is like respectively when you mention several things in sequence and then you break them down in sequence as well. So this is something that Allah wants to keep in sequence in your mind. The coolness with the heat, the drink with the disgusting. Okay, so anyway, so then finally the last part is jaza'an wifaqa. So here you can have something here, yujazawna or yujzawna,